in retail could have predicted that COVID-19 can morph into a pandemic and lead into recessions and change the trajectory of many businesses. The pandemic has altered not only their financial outlook for the year, but their long-term directions. As it is undeniable, both big and small retailers have to face it and compete to create their best escape plan. And therefore, today we have invited Adit Tiara as the CEO of Neon Indonesia to join us via Zoom to discuss more about strategies to survive the pandemic. Hello, sir.
Hello, Clara.
All is well, sir?
I'm well, but the business, I think, is not well.
All right. That is going to be our discussions right now. So in the pandemic, some retailers have filed for bankruptcy, laid off thousands of employers, and some are in the process of liquidating the stores.
Yep.
So how hard the pandemic hit Neon businesses? So which side is the most affected?
Well, it was very hard in the beginning of the pandemic because maybe this is the second lockdown. Especially when there's a PPKM policy, our offline cannot operate during this policy, right? So I think that's the most affected part because it's directly affected to ourselves.
All right, sir. So as we know that the technology we have now really does play up the opportunity. So what is the often used technology that Neon Indonesia used to boost itself?
Yeah, I think the role of technology nowadays, I think is very important to brand is the social media because it's very influential today, right? With more and more people using social media, one of it's the role of advertising on social media to boost themselves. So I think right now to maintain the business, I think through the online. So we a lot have advertising on online. Maybe we can call it on Facebook ads or maybe on the e-commerce ads and so on. So I think the technology is very important in the social media nowadays for the local brands.
All right. So you're saying that advertisement through digital is really important for Neon business nowadays? All right, sir.
Yes, very important.
All right, sir. So you mentioned about social media. Can you be specific? What is that? Like Instagram or Facebook or the others?
Yeah, I mean nowadays for the Neon, we use social media as like a window display. If you go into the offline store, right, you can see the product through the window display. But nowadays, because we changed to the online, we just only from the Instagram or maybe the TikTok or maybe the website or maybe on the e-commerce like Tokopedia or Shopee.
All right, so it's more like the window shopping but through online because the offline stores has been closed up due to the emergency, COVID-19 restrictions and so on. But what interesting is that this unprecedented situation is closing all the stores, the offline stores, and then hit all the business sectors. And when we talk about government have some policies to ease them up, to soften the blow. Like, for example, the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy that spurs a lot of grants. So, does Neon get the advantage?
Talking about the government, honestly, we still have doubts yet about the supporting from the government because especially from the Kemenparekraf during the situation, right? But I hope there's no further PPKM only until date of 20, right?
Yes.
And then if we going back to the last year in the first PSBB, Kemenparekraf was quite helpful. They created recovery program as a grant. We were recorded and put in incubation to get funds last year.
All right. So Neon Indonesia got the probations, the incubator.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. So when we talk about the Ministry of the Small Medium Enterprises, well, that ministry works very hard to small medium enterprises as well. So does Neon get the benefit?
Yeah. We're talking about the government again. So far, there has been no movement from the relevant ministries, perhaps because there's a long of bureaucracy or coordination limitation. Our hope for the relevant ministry who watch this live, maybe I have a related idea. We know nowadays it's a lot of online platform, right, such as e-commerce that I talked before and the online transportation. How, if the government endorsing the grant through cutting the budget of consignment fee, maybe we can get help by the government, maybe 5% from the regular basis, 10 until 25%. So the SME still have a break to have a good margin on it. That's my hope.
Okay, so you hope that all the restrictions due to COVID-19, such as the emergency COVID-19 restrictions, or so-called as PPKM, have to stop immediately. But when we talk about the work from home and work from office regulations from government,
Yep.
do the staffs work remotely in Neon Indonesia, or how's that so?
Yeah, our staff fully work from home and we can remotely discuss. But there's one problem: it's a shipment and yes, expedition, because we have to deliver product in daily basis. So we have a shift system, one by one, to send the product day by day. So yeah, I think, and then for the production, we stop it for the next 2 weeks.
All right. So how about the production itself?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, we have produced the a number of production last month, so we have in the good numbers of inventory this month.
All right, that's very good. So you have nothing that hampered the production side of Neon Indonesia. So as we know that through the pandemic, we can translate it, there has a big gap from offline and online stores activities nowadays. How about Neon? How does the offline activity run so far?
Yeah, that's the problem. I think in the 2019, in Neon Indonesia, 50% based on the offline store. So 2020, we have the pandemic. It's very hitting hard for us because we have to pivoting a lot of, maybe until 40% to change into the online. So I hope this is the last lockdown, because we should have make an experience our customer through the offline. So if still going to online, I think it's very hard to develop until the next year.
All right, sir. So, but still, the offline stores is more convenient than the online stores, but we have to keep up with that because we are still in a lockdown situation. So, all the best for Neon Indonesia. Due to the limited time, this is the end of our conversations. Thank you for your time with us, sir. All the best for Neon.
Yo, bye.
Yes, viewers, stay with us because market headlines will be right back after this quick break.